Okay, so I already put in the other end of the circlip. I got my piston or my wrist pin in. Right now I am dropping in this other circlip. These proving to be a little bit of a headache. You see I got my screwdriver out, making it in. Sometimes it helps if you kind of chase it in with your fingers. So, kill the video. Kill the video.
Now.
Okay, so back to fishing with Eric. We are trying to had it. Fucking had it. Yeah. I don't know where it went now. There it is. We are trying to get this circlip. It dropped into my motor because I was silly and didn't put a paper towel in my motor to keep foreign contaminant out. Just like that. That's all I had to do. Thankfully, I got awesome tools. I got plenty of tools. And this is a must-have. This has saved my butt more times than I can count. It's a little flexible extendo reacher grabber. So, anyway, back to the task at hand. Need to get this circlip in. Now, if I can find what to do with the screwdriver, be able to start processing this stuff down there. I'll pause it. So now that we found all of our tools and working on figuring our life out on a more real basis, you know, like what's really important to you? Getting a circlip in your motor without dropping it in your case. Right now, that's kind of important to me. So the thing about these guys is just working them in. Sometimes you can use a piston to your advantage. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Just riding down the edge and kind of teasing it in there. I'm no expert at this by any means, guys, but I'm sure there's a tool that does this that I don't have. And really the only thing I can say is that persistence pays. And you'll get it. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that as I try to probably struggle this in the wrong way. Oh damn it, I almost had it. You'll fight it and fight it and fight it. And all of a sudden, just like that, now she's gonna go. You know? So, don't get discouraged. Persistence pays, and everything will be gravy. Alright, pause it.
Now.
Alright, everybody out there in YouTube land. So, what we're looking at here is if you get over here, look at the top of the piston, you'll see an arrow right there. Just pointing out that always goes towards your exhaust. And then these are stalker pistons, so if you look in the back, you'll see a little divot right there. And there's a pin on that divot. And there's one up here too over on this side. Y'all may not be able to see that.
I can see it. So.
But so that pin is locating your ring for you. It's real important to make sure that that stays located when you're putting your cylinder on, or otherwise it might crack it. So anyways, always when doing this, lots of lubrication, make sure all your stuff is perfectly clean, blah 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 blah, stuff you've heard a million times, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna oil up, get my hands all nice and oily. And I'm gonna get the cylinder very well lubricated. I don't even care if I'm getting stuff on the outside of the cylinder. I'll wipe it off after I get it on. But the point is that everything is slicked up. So we're gonna start with this side, and making sure that we'll start with one ring, and there's a bevel on the bottom side of this cylinder, and it kind of auto feeds. So the trick is to make sure your rings are staying on your pins, locate pins. You put your cylinders down, and then once you're past, then you can go ahead and give it a slide. This one might be a little bit difficult. It's okay. Oh, I messed up. Let's try that again. That went much better. So with these cylinders, you get them a little bit off one way or the other, and all of a sudden she doesn't want to play nice with you, because that ring will pop and it'll get caught on one side or the other.
Camera just went super out of focus. There it is.
Okay. So I'm actually going to do that again. I didn't want to get oil on the bottom side of the cylinder. So, I'm having a little bit of a gasket issue. I got a little bit rough with my piston. That's what's going on there. So I got some case seal right there. Should be fine. It's just a coolant passage anyway. So coolant passage on the other side of the lip of the cylinder, so it really doesn't have much of a place to go. So first ring back on, and again I'm doing this twice because I want to make sure that I'm getting it done right. Like I said, I screw things up sometimes, so it helps if you can manage them more than once. So just find your studs. There she goes. That's one. Alright. Now, here is a brand new cylinder from Idaho Crank. Or, I'm sorry, Utah Crank. So, we're going to do the same thing. Loop it up. Ain't getting oil all over that nice nickel seal finish, but whatever. I guess it's not nickel seal on the outside, but they make it look clean. So, anyway, this guy, all strict-fied. Now, rotate that down, get that guy at maximum extension. Just gonna spray the crap out of this thing. Cleaner when I'm done here. So, and then same thing, making sure that your rings are lined up on your locator pins. Okay. Just one. That's it.
I don't know why, but your camera just keeps going out of focus randomly.
Oh, it's because we're recording this on my phone and not with a real camera.
It's an 8K camera. It's a pretty good camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously not good enough, huh?
It's just auto adjust. It's like adjusting something that's not the focus of the thing. I don't know.
So I'm rotating the motor over. I'm looking at how the pistons are moving. I'm listening to them. I can definitely hear the new rings working their way in on these pistons. So this other piston is still good from the last time. I just didn't really have any real damage on this guy. So it's got a good seal and everything still. So anyways, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and put the cylinder nuts on, but I'm not going to torque them down. I'm just going to snug them up, and then I'm actually going to torque the head first, and then I'll torque down the cylinder nuts. So a little bit of a process. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll be back.